Today we're going to be unboxing the Moondrop Kato. If at any point during the video you guys want to check out these exact same IEMs, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links, but let's get these open. These I'm excited for. Typically, Moondrop does not let you down, and these are supposed to have a cool tip that was actually designed by Moondrop. That's a very nice Kato right there in the middle. Nice unboxing experience. Yeah, look at that. I mean, obviously this is definitely more expensive now, so we kind of do expect that, but that definitely offers, that's very pretty. That's very custom. Ooh, look at this. Very, very nice. This is a very nice carrying case. Kind of reminds me of like an Yves Saint Laurent purse or something like that, but I really like that. Oh, and it's magnetic. Very nice. And it's lined with felt on the inside. That is a very nice carrying case. Very nice. Cool. And that matches these, which are the IEMs. They are blue to match the case with a silver tip, which I believe, yeah, you can actually remove the tip here. So you can switch those out, which is very cool, and screwing those back in. But let's get this off. They're all in blue. There's also a mirror finish, and they have kind of like a little etching, kind of almost like it's carved out of marble, which I think is really cool. These look great. These look really cool, especially on the back. Look at that. Kind of reminds me of like a MX Master. I think it was the 2. In the 3, they did like a little bit of a different design, but also if you've ever played the VR game Super Hot, kind of like a low poly look to it. It's very cool looking though. All right, these are heavy. They're totally and completely metal. So hopefully they've got some nice bands there. Here's like a postcard or something, quality control note, and then look at that. Those are their in-house. Okay, so these, I think this one was supposed to stick over here. That's funny. But this kind of technology was in-house. They call it spring tips. These were developed and designed by Moondrop. It's supposed to give you better frequency response, especially like less bass leakage. That's gonna be very interesting. Obviously, we are gonna try those. You get 3 different sizes for the spring tips, and then we got some foam tips. And again, 3 different sizes here. We're gonna go with these spring tips in the middle because that's my size probably, and that's what I'm interested in trying out. They also look really cool, guys. Like they just look cooler. There we go, that's how it looks on. That looks crazy, to be honest with you. That looks really cool because you never really see any sort of design on that. So even if they don't do anything but look cool, well, at least you have that. Also in here, we have a bag, a soft bag, probably for carrying the IEMs, maybe inside of that. But then inside the bag was this. I'm not sure exactly what this is yet. Oh, and these are different tips. Look at that. It's on this thick piece of metal with Moondrop Co. Oh my gosh, that is really cool. And it looks like these are, yeah, so they actually literally screwed out into this metal so that you can take these tips and literally screw them in to this little metal plate. That's crazy, guys. That's actually crazy. Okay, so let's get to the cable. It comes in a nice little Ziploc. This is a white cable, and this metal piece right here is wrapped in plastic, so let's get that off. That's nice and shiny. This also comes in a mirror finish, which I think I would probably go with, but also the blue is really cool, especially with those spring tips. It looks really cool. But all of the ends are covered in plastic, so you shouldn't have to worry about it getting scratched. Like literally, this is some of the thickest like plastic wrapping I've ever seen on any product. And there we go. I don't know what that number is. Maybe that's like the serial number or something like that, but these ends are nice and heavy. The wrapping is quite nice. They also have the mirror finish stays with this, so this goes up, and these cables are also thicker than your average cables here. They're obviously wrapped, but then wrapped again in a thicker, clear plastic. All right, plugging them in. This uses a 0.78, I believe. Okay, now I will say this is heavy, especially this piece right here, because that's like very thick. All right, let's put these in. I'm excited about these tips, guys. They look so cool. Testing out the comfort. They have a strange sound to them. That's so weird. The tips definitely sound different. This is definitely a bigger IEM. Oh my gosh, the spring tips sound so strange, but once they're fitted, they fit really nicely in my ear, but less comfortable, I think, because of those like ridges. They're not uncomfortable by any means, but they're less comfortable than like your average smooth one. However, the cool thing is my ears are getting cool because of the metal touching my ear. That's actually kind of nice. It's like a cooled IEM. They have this funny squishing sound because of those spring tips. It's very weird when you like push them in. It's like squishing like it's wet. It's very strange. Now, because of the price of these, we're obviously gonna be running these with a DAC amp. It's nothing crazy. It is a Fozzy Audio SK02. We're gonna be doing music and then we're gonna do a gaming test. Let's do it. Okay, right away, these are really good, okay? They have this cleanness all the way across. Really even up to the very high trebles. They just seem really, really, really clean. The bass is good here. Nothing is overboosted. Trebles, mids, bass, Nothing along that frequency range seems overboosted at all. The trebles have a really good clarity. Now, typically IEMs are great for treble, but because of the fact that they're literally sitting in your ear canal, you'll also be more susceptible to hearing inconsistencies in those higher trebles. And that just shows how good these are. These are great. Now, I'm not sure how much the spring tips actually do for these IEMs, but I mean, I would have to do a back-to-back comparison with normals and then go back to these, but there's no doubt, these are awesome. I have to actually listen to one more track that's a little bit more complex that I think could also kind of give me a better understanding of how these will perform with different, more complicated music. Let's do it. Okay, yeah, these are really impressive, guys. You're hearing stuff that like, this is where it starts entering what I think is like kind of like that audiophile level. This price point is really good too. I think for these, I think these are like 160-ish. I don't know, check the links below for current pricing. But this is the level where it's like, okay, you are literally hearing things in the music that you have not heard before. You're hearing that faint instrument that's kind of off to the left that's like, I didn't even know that was there. The way that certain instruments sound and also the separation between all of the different instruments, vocals, the bass, how low the bass gets really is impressive here. With that and how impressive these are during music, let's see how they are in game. All right guys, jumping right in game, immediately the footsteps sound lifelike. Obviously, that's what you're gonna get here. The echoes directionally, really, really good. You know, when you get to this quality of stuff, it sounds like loud almost, like to a lot of people that haven't heard really good audio, it'll almost come off as like, it sounds loud without it being too loud. And that's just the fullness that comes from really good audio. These are impressive, guys. A little explosion went off there, and then literally the falling of the like dust, it feels like you can hear every single pieces of dirt falling back down. It's really quite impressive. The gun sounds very crisp, but not overly crisp, right? It's not like it's aggressive. It's not like it's too much on your ear. I mean, obviously in a game like this, the best thing about this is hearing like directionally where everything's coming from. When you're walking up through like a hallway like this, the footsteps on the stairs just sound like you're there. It's so cool. Yeah, I mean, these are impressive. If they're that good in music, especially with the clarity and the trebles, like you know they're gonna be good for gaming. It's pretty easy to tell if you got really good trebles, they're gonna be great for gaming. They look so cool too. Like, I mean, look at those with the ear tips now with my earwax all over them. The only thing that I really don't like, and this is gonna vary by person, is the comfort isn't as good as other IEMs. Just for my ears, I don't know what it is about these hooks, but I didn't really like them that much. And these kind of rounded, sharper edges, I don't know, it just didn't fit into my ear as well. But for that quality though, who knows? Also, that's very dependent on each person's ear. Overall, I definitely recommend these. The sound quality is awesome here. If you want to check them out, there are Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. But this is Consumer Tech Review High Speed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.